everyone, and I'm Sonic78, bringing the latest on Telltale Games news and more. So for our first theory video, we're going to be doing some speculation regarding Tales from the Borderlands Episode 5, Vault of the Traveler, specifically regarding who the Stranger's identity is. Now for those who don't know, the Stranger is the unknown figure who we see kidnaps Reese Fiona in the beginning of Episode 1, and they are the person who Reese and Fiona are retelling the events of the game to. As of right now, we still don't know who he or she is, but we have some good candidates as to who they could possibly be. The first suspect as to who I believe the Stranger is Vaughn, though I don't think he's the best choice. While I've been sitting with Reese and Fiona since Episode 1, his fate at the end of Episode 4 could possibly hint to this. Depending on your decisions in Episodes 3 and 4, Vaughn can be either in an unknown location with Cassius, the scientist from Episode 3, with lots of Drake fruit, stuck in Pandora with Valerie, or wandering Pandora after Reese told him to escape, where Vaughn says that he's got big plans. What plans exactly, I'm not sure. Vaughn seems to be quite forgetful at times, which runs in line with the Stranger not thinking some things through, such as making Reese tell his story first in Episode 1 before Fiona, even though he kidnapped Fiona first. However, there are several inconsistencies that prevent Vaughn from being the Stranger. First off is his height. While it's not entirely sure how much time has passed since Reese and Fiona were kidnapped, I highly doubt Vaughn was able to grow so much he's about the same size as Reese. Second is his physique. Sure, we get a look at Vaughn's killer abs in Episode 2, but aside from that, he's still pretty scrawny compared to the Stranger, who appears to be quite heavy, though that could possibly just be from the suit he or she is wearing. Finally, is the hostility the Stranger shows towards Reese, knocking him out in Episodes 1 and 4, and allowing Fiona to punch him in Episode 2. While the player does have the option to make Reese act like a dick to Vaughn sometimes, Reese would have had to have done something pretty severe to piss Vaughn off that much. So in conclusion, the Stranger is probably not Vaughn. Next on the possible list of candidates is Yvette. Based on her recently betraying Reese and Vaughn in Episode 4, she obviously fits the bill as to why the Stranger hates Reese so much. Also, being an employee of Hyperion, it would explain why the Stranger has a conference call, otherwise known as the strongest Hyperion shotgun of all time. However, like with Vaughn, there are two inconsistencies that do not make it possible for her to be the Stranger. The first one is the Stranger's knowledge of Gortys. In all the episodes we've seen, Yvette does not seem to be aware of what the Gortys Project is. Second, in Episode 4 after Scooter dies, the Stranger says that he or she knows what it's like to lose someone they cared about. Yvette has never stated losing someone she loved, so that crosses her off the list. Our third suspect would be Dr. Cassius LeComaine, who fits the Stranger actually pretty well. First off, he would know much about the Gortys Project, having helped to create Gortys himself. Second, he knows what it's like to lose a loved one, as in Episode 3 he tells Reese and Fiona that he lost his wife, son, and cat shortly after Atlas dissolved. Third, his stature puts him at approximately the same height as Reese and Fiona, just like the Stranger. Finally, both the Stranger and Cassius are known to have poor conversation skills. In Episode 3, this is shown when Cassius constantly lies to Fiona and Reese about why he's at the Atlas facility, even though it was clearly obvious he had been there for a long time. However, it doesn't explain why he would have a conference call, unless he somehow managed to get one off a Hyperion soldier during that time. Therefore, I believe the Stranger is actually not a character in Tales from the Borderlands, but actually another character from Borderlands lore. This character would be none other than Moxie, the mother of Scooter. Her size is roughly the same as Reese and Fiona's, and she's known about the Gortys Core, as shown back in Episode 1 when she was the one who sent Zero out to get it for her. Also, it would be quite easy for her to get her hands on a conference call, as she could have easily gotten one from one of the Vault Hunters after a quest. And finally, she has also lost someone she has cared about. Who do you ask? Her own son, Scooter. She's probably so devastated about hearing of her son's death that she decided to go out and find a Gortys beacon herself. The only iffy thing about this theory is that she has no reason to hate Reese, though this could actually stem from her hate towards Handsome Jack. In Borderlands 2, we know that Moxie dated Jack for a while after events of Borderlands 1, but by the time Borderlands 2 occurred, she despised him. She could be angry at Reese due to the fact that he collaborated with Handsome Jack throughout the events of Tales from the Borderlands, and therefore partially blames Scooter's death on him. Therefore, I believe the identity of the Stranger is none other than Moxie, though we'll have to wait till Episodes 5 release to see if this theory is true or not. Well, that sums up my theories to who I think the Stranger is, but what are your guys' theories? Comment your theories below and leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys later.